Hello, good week, good month, good year. Oh Hashem. We're learning in Hashem, uh, Sichos Haran, Sipurey Baal Shem, being that it is a great segula to speak about the Baal Shem Tov every Moshe Shabbos. So we will start with this particular story. Baal Shem Tov was revealed to him in Shemayim that at a certain particular place there was a person that has absolutely no worry, and because he's trusting Kadosh Baruch Hu completely, the Kadosh Baruch Hu will fulfill everything that he needs. So the Baal Shem Tov went to see and who this person is. So the person accepted him, very hospitably, and gave him a Suda. So while they were sitting there, the Baal Shem Tov asked this person how much he's paying for leasing the inn. So he said he's paying 3,000 Rhinish. It's a certain currency. So Baal Shem Tov asked him, and how do you pay the rent? Do you pay in advance, or a certain kind of advance, or just finish, pay the whole thing off at the end of the year? So the person says, I'm paying everything at the end of the year at one shot. So the Baal Shem Tov says, then when is it due? When are you supposed to pay? The person said, in 8 days it will be the end of the lease, and when the year ends, I have to pay it up. I can't, I can't even delay even for a moment. Everything has to be paid. So the Baal Shem Tov said, well, do you have the money, or at least part of it? The payment day is very close, and I heard that this particular landlord is very tough. He says, no, I'm penniless. I don't have anything. Not to sell, not in cash in my hand, not to pawn. And nobody owes me any money, and I have nobody to borrow the money from. I should have asked him, so what are you going to do? I mean, the payment date is very close, and you're penniless. So the person said very quietly, implicitly, Kadosh Baruch has the ability to help me. Hashem always stood by me when I needed it. I'm going to get everything that I need at the right time. Azat Hashem will be also like this. Kadosh Baruch Hu is never going to leave me. And so far, all I have right now, all Hashem is Kadosh Baruch Hu, that owns all the silver and all the gold. So Baal Shem Tov wanted to, test this person. It says, is he really so sure? Such a bitochen in Kadosh Baruch Hu. So he said, and what you will do if the payment day comes? It's very close. And they said that this landlord is a very cruel person. So the person said, it's a pasuk. Al tiftechu b'nedivim, put not your trust in princes. Tov yiftoch b'Hashem, yiftoch l'olam. It's better to trust the Kodesh Baruch Hu than to trust people. I'm here today, tomorrow I'm going to be in the grave, but Kodesh Baruch Hu is always secure. He's not going to leave a needy person b'estzara. So the Baal Shem Tov saw this person is really strong with Hashem in his, so he didn't continue talking. But he said he decided he's going to stay in this house until the end of the year and see how it's going to happen. 2 days before the due date, the servant of this landlord knocked on the door and came in and told him, prepare all the money. So he told the servant, what are you coming here? What is this? What are you bursting in like this? You're coming, the day due is not here yet. Come and do it and I'll pay. And the last day came and it was up. The dawn wasn't there yet. Immediately the servant of the landlord is already in. I'm coming to you on behest of the landlord. Jew, give the money. The last day is here. All the 3,000 reinish. If not, you know what's going to happen. So the Yid raised his voice saying, what are you doing here before dawn? The day, the time of paying up is not at the end of the day. What are you doing here? What is this, all this pressure? What are you running? I don't understand that. At the end of the day, you'll have all the money and finish. So Baal Shem Tov said, but what are you going to do? By the end of the day, you don't have anything. 3,000 reinish is a lot of money. Person says serenely, even though, yes, it's a lot of money, but I trust HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He will send me his Yeshua soon. You will see that Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu is sending me Yeshua today. Just Hashem can find the salvation of HaKadosh Baruch Hu is instantaneous. Well, they finished the Suda, Berkas Hamazon. I think that was to Daven, of course, and the Suda. 3 Jews come here. Says, listen, we are 3 merchants, and we heard that you are very important by the landlord here. Now we have a request. We'd like to buy a certain amount of wheat, and this amount barley, and this amount oats. And we heard that this master is, he's a tough customer. And only you can soften his heart. So we would like you, please, to negotiate between us, to be a go-between. And we will give you, a commission. And for the commission and so forth, for the buying, so forth. And if the lender is going to be, is going to be a tough negotiator, we are willing to add, our proposal so forth. It says, I think that you have offered too much. I think that the landlord will agree to sell you the produce, even if you lower the price. But I will want to get, as the go-between, I would like to get 3,000 reinish. So the Sachem says, listen, this is too much. We're willing to give you 500 reinish for the go-between, but this is more than enough. The person refused. They said, and another 500. Refused. Again, he said, even if you give me 3,000 reinish and one golden coin less, I'm not going to take it. So I said, if that's the case, we're going to go and buy the wheat at a different place. The person says, go with Hashem's help. Be gewünscht. So they went. The person doesn't move. He doesn't seem worried. He doesn't seem to regret. He sits and you learned. Open up a sefer and you learned. Came mincha. Again comes the servant. Jew, give me the money. The Jew tells him, stand here. I'll give you the money. He takes his stick and he walks outside. The Baal Shem Tov walks after him. The person walks in the field. The Baal Shem Tov is behind him. Suddenly they see there's a wagon, these three Sichos coming towards them. When they came to him, they said, okay, we agree. We'll give you the 3,000 reinish. And because they found out if they will pay the 3,000 reinish plus the amount that he told them he'll be able to get the wheat for, they'll still be paying less than it'll cost them a different place. He went with them and to the landlord, and they negotiated. They bought it. Everybody was happy. He got his money. So the Baal Shem Tov said, I also was richly compensated. I came here and I have discovered somebody that has true bitochen. This is a very interesting issue, very cardinal, very important issue. The union of bitochen, the trust in the Kodesh Baruch Hu. First of all, how do you define bitochen? How do you define trusting a Kodesh Baruch Hu? What is it? The answer for it is very simple. Bitochen, trust in the Kodesh Baruch Hu, is emuna l'maisa. Emuna, when it's put in practice. That's what it is. As they say, talk is cheap. Bitochen means that you actually act out on your belief. So the question is, what do I believe? What do I trust? Does it mean that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is always going to give me what it is that I want? This is a very, very important and obviously cardinal point in the emunah of every Jew. The Chazon Ish, Zichron Levracha, says that, explains that bitochen, true bitochen, means whatever HaKadosh Baruch Hu does with me is what I need. Right now, there is this wonderful song that everybody sings. It's based on the limudim of Avshalom Arush, and they say, Hashem Barach, Tamid Ohev Oti, always loves me, and Tamid Yeh Tov, and it's always going to be good. Od Yoter Tov, and even better, and Od Yoter Tov, even better, Od Yoter Tov, and even better. And then the words of the song itself are about if things happen to me, I'm not 100% whatever it is, a little more tefillas, a little more this, because Hashem Yisbarach loves me, and tamid yeh li tov, things are always going to be good. Tamid yeh li tov, od yoter tov, od yoter tov. There were some I don't even know how to explain, to put the right title on this. People of opinion, Torah opinion. It said, are we talking about this apikorsis, not apikorsis? Because the Chofetz Chaim says that the person not to say that now is not good. The song never says that now is not good. And it says, Tamid yeh li tov. Things are always going to be good. But the fact that they are like, dissecting what's the pshat, when you say that things are going to be better and even better and even better, does it mean that I'm saying that it's not good? To me personally, it sounds like utter nonsense. It's very simple. It's very pashut. It's very tmimisdik. Avad right now is good. And the fact that you're saying that things will be even better means that, as Rabbeinu says, the bitochon means, we're asking Kodesh Baruch Hu for Rachmanis. He says, but from the point of view of Kodesh Baruch Hu, Rachmanis can also mean, Chas v'chalila, there can be pain, as we can see. So Rabbeinu says that we should always daven that the Rachmanis would be the kind of Rachmanis that we can see, according to our point of view, it means Rachmanis. Rashi speaks about this particular Nikuda, and he says, if what a Kodesh Baruch Hu does is always good, how come we're davening, we're praying when somebody is sick? He should be healthy. If I don't have money, you should have parnasa. Why? If we're holding what a Kodesh Baruch Hu does for me is always the best, what am I asking for health or for money or for shalom bayis or whatever, or educating the children and shidduchim? So it also says you have to understand. Right now, the way that person is, the best thing for him is either not to be well, or not to have money, or not to have his shidduch yet, or whatever. But when a person davens for it, when a person prays to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for health, for parnasa, for zivugim, for whatever, he is sweetening, he's ameliorating the judgments upon him in the Shemayim. And now the best thing for him will be that he will have health. He will have money. Before that was the best, now this is the best. There's an inyan that the tov, which is what the Kodesh Baruch Hu is always good. When we're saying tamid yeh li tov, things will always be good for me, it means what Rabbeinu says from my own eye. It will always be good, and always good, and even better, and even better. So you can say, maybe you can change the words of this song that I will see that is good. Don't be a nitpicker. It's good. It's simple. Tmimis de kamuna. Kodesh Baruch Hu loves me. He will always love me. He always loves me. And things are always really good for me. And it's going to be better and even better, endlessly. Bevadai. Very soon it's going to be Chanukah. Rabbeinu says, Yemei Chanukah, Yemei Hoida, the days of thanks. Olam Haba is Kula Toda. It's thank you and thank you and thank you. And tshuva upon tshuva upon tshuva. What it means, thanks and thanks and thanks. Because things are going to be continuously better. It's going to be the best in the first Madrega. Then you go to a higher Madrega and you see that Kodesh Baruch is even better. And you're thankful for this, and even better, and thankful for that. Our Sar Kodesh Baruch Hu. So what are you nitpicking? No, it's just that he was always the best, but I will find out that he wasn't. Just stop. Don't have this nitpicking, small-minded kind of flock on Yiddishkeit. Be happy. Baruch Hashem, Akol Tov. I mean, the thing is that everybody knows that this world is full of challenges, each one according to what he can carry. It's very important. And whenever it is that the Kodesh Baruch Hu delivers you, say thank you to Kodesh Baruch Hu and ask for the future. Avram Avinu went from, Kodesh Baruch Hu saved him from the pit of fire in Ur Kasdim, sent him to Eretz Yisrael. There was hunger at Yisrael. He goes to Mitzrayim. Paro takes his wife. Gives him back. Baruch Hashem, Yeshua. He goes. Avimelech takes his wife. He releases Baruch Hashem. There's Yeshua. At the age of 100, he has a son. Baruch Hashem, deliverance. At age 30, Sichos Haran says, sacrifice him. Then he's saved. And so forth and so on. Every deliverance is 100% true and eternal. But a person should always daven for what's next, for the next hurdle, because this world is Baruch Hashem, for you to see HaKadosh Baruch Hu better and better and better. And there are always trials and tribulations this way, that way. And everything is for the good. But Hashem will be even better and even better, but Hashem. Now, in accordance to the madreg of the bitochon of the person, now this is not this is not a fake it till you make it. This is not like we're not talking about people who are not normal. When a person has the kind of bitochon that Yid had, he's going to get everything. They say that once the Baal Shem Tov needed a loan, he went to a person's house, knocked on the shutters, and said that Baal Shem Tov needs a loan. And he walked away. That person ran after him. And he said, why did you go away? So he said, my ishtadlus is just to knock on the shutters and say, Baal Shem Tov needs a loan. That's it. To do more for the Baal Shem Tov is chisaron b'bitochon. Every person needs to do ishtadlus. That ishtadlus is for the nisayon. And every person needs to act in accordance with his true midah of bitochon. And ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for more bitochon, for more bitochon, for more bitochon. It should help. Let's take a look at Sichos Haran for this week, B'ezrat Hashem. And here we go. Sicha 259. Rabbeinu says, Tzimon otav hagdoila. I'm sorry, thirst is a great taiva. And according to our understanding, says Reb Nosson, his kavanah was to allude to us about this union of longing to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the thirst of Hashem Yisbarach. It is an amazing thing. Like the physical thirst, when a person comes to water, there's an amazing pleasure from his drinking. The more thirsty a person is, the more pleasure he has from drinking. So he says, so you see here that the great pleasure is actually caused by the thirst. The same thing is all the matters of longing, kisufim, to kedusha, to Hashem Yisbarach, to his avodah. This is the main pleasure of Olam Haba, that everybody will be zoche to tremendous will and longing and kisufin. It's called Rava de Ravin, the will of all wills, like Shalashudas. There's the parting, the stalkers of Moshe Rabbeinu, which is, as the Zohar says, Abba me'ois alme de kisufin, the 400 universes of longings. The Yatin Tzadikaya Amadate, that the Tzadikim will inherit in the world to come. That's what's written, Abamot shekel kesef, the 400 shekels of silver. Kesef is kisufin, is longing, that Avram paid for Maras Machpelah. Why do we need to know how much money Avram Avinu needed to pay for Maras Machpelah? Why don't we know how much? The Torah doesn't tell us how much bread costs or how much. There's a secret in the Arba shekel kesef, 400 universes of longing to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Zohar HaKadosh says, kisufim, like a longing, because at that time people will acquire thirst and true kisu, true longing to Hashem Yisbarach. This is the main pleasure of Olam Haba, that at all time people will merit to satisfy their thirst to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What a wonderful, wonderful sicha. You know, so many times we get locked in on everything that we don't do. How difficult it is for us to actually get to do what we know that we need to do. Rabbeinu says the truth of the matter is that when you bring into account, sorry, the actual greatness of the HaKadosh Baruch Hu, who can actually say, even the biggest tzaddik, who can actually say that he's serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu as befitting to the true greatness of Hashem? Nobody. Learning Torah, who can say, when bringing into account the impossible, eternal, infinite value of learning Torah, is actually learning Torah properly? Only what, says Rabbeinu? We want. We want to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We want to learn Torah. Rabbeinu says, well, you know, this and this goes, Mimele, you eat a little, you daven a little, you learn a little, you do what it is, but you can. The main thing is the will. Now, the thing is that you have to understand. People may say, I mean, will, shmill. That's what you do. Either you do or you don't. But that's not true. Doing is a direct result of wanting. When you want something badly enough, you will do it. If you don't do something, it means you don't want it enough. Okay, so I'm back to square one. I want to do this, but I can't bring myself to do it. So what do? The answer is you keep on wanting. And you ask Kodesh Baruch Hu to want more, and to want more, and to want more, and to want more. And as you see, Rabbeinu says that it is being taken away from you. You're not able to achieve it. That means that what you want is of immense value. And when your will to attain and to do what it is that you want is high enough, the minute it is more than the value of what you want, you will get it. The main thing is Rotzain. The Olam Haba is Rotzain, Rotzain, Rotzain. Will and volition to want to get closer to Kodesh Baruch Hu. Yearning HaKadosh Baruch Hu, thirsting HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Time to practice is now. That Hashem will be Zocher to Yeshua in this world, Yeshua in the next world, Yeshua in Klal Yisrael forever, B'ezrat Hashem. That Hashem will be Zocher to B'ezrat Hashem, the building of Beis HaMikdash and the coming of Mashiach, B'ezrat Hashem. Soon in our days in Yetz Hashem. Amen.
Amen.